Breaking information just into our newsroom. A former Nebraska regent sentenced to a year behind bars in connection to a DUI case in Omaha. Now, based on Nebraska's good time law, she'll likely serve half of that sentence. Elizabeth O'Connor previously pled guilty to DUI back in May. Prosecutors say she was driving on 63rd and Blondo when she allegedly crossed over into oncoming traffic, hit another vehicle. Police say a passenger of the car she hit suffered serious injuries. Documents reveal O'Connor had a blood alcohol level 4 times the legal limit. She served on the University of Nebraska Board of Regents since 2018 before resigning in early January. She was also removed from her position with the Douglas County Attorney's Office last August.